Today, in this video, we, the students of PSG, myself, Preeti, and my teammates Akshay and Sashwata, are going to talk about facial recognition system as part of our vision system. Um, Contents include what is facial recognition system, where do we use and why is it used, two-dimensional and three-dimensional facial recognition systems, methods and coding. Coming to facial recognition system, uh, it is a way of recognizing a human face through technology. There are multiple methods in which facial recognition system work, but in general they work by comparing selected facial features from given image with faces within a database. Um, it uses application that is biometric artificial intelligence, which can uniquely identify a person by analyzing patterns based on the person facial textures and shape. So where do we use and why do we use this? It is being used in recent times, such as on mobile platforms and in other forms of technology, such as robotics, and it is typically used in security systems and can be compared to other biometrics, such as fingerprint or eye iris recognition systems. So, two dimensional. Before the advanced computers and software technology, two dimensional facial systems were used. Here, the person will be identified only if he is facing the camera until 35 degrees and not beyond that limit. And also, in two-dimensional facial recognition system, light differences and facial expressions leads to low accuracy. So, how do these scanners work? First, the scanners reads the geometry of face. It detects the face shape and then it plots particular features on grid. Then the plotted points are transferred to a database as an algorithm of numbers so that the computer program can make comparisons quickly. Once the comparison is made, this match can be found, um, by which an identity is verified. So further will be explained by Sashwata.
As you can see, there were many drawbacks given the two-dimensional face recognition system. So with the advent of faster and more advanced computers, there came the three-dimensional facial recognition system. So instead of just comparing a picture of the person with the actual face, they ended up constructing a 3D image of the face given the different images. This overcame the fact that different facial expressions did not lead to inaccuracies, neither did different lighting settings. Also, up to 90 degrees of movement of the face from the camera did not lead to the unrecognizability of the face. Now, I'll be talking about the different methods of facial recognition that are used in these systems. The first one is geometric based or template based. So what this does is takes up a snap of the face, and then it compares it to a template. Say the eyes are matched to a template of an eye, the nose is matched to a template of a nose, and so on. Uh, a typical template of eye or nose of a human being, and therefore it is identified to be a human face or not. Piecemeal or holistic, basically, as the name says, suggests that the snap of the face is broken down to pieces, and these features are connected to each other in later on in order to identify the person. Appearance based or model based is the system where they have a huge set of training data and sample data against which the actual sample is compared to. So model based, for example, an advanced version of that with respect to machine learning is the neural networks based facial recognition method. So here what they do is they have an entire set of template data which which is fed to the system and software, through which it learns how to identify a face and how to categorize it. And then after that, they feed sample data and actual data in order to make their system much more accurate. Now, Akshay will be talking about the code that we did.
Okay, so this is the code that we use to identify the face. We'll first be importing the CB2, which is the Python library to solve vision system problems. The next code will be importing the library hair cascade frontal face default, which contains all the required data for like uh, identifying the face. So in the frontal face default XML, it contains the pre-trained dataset for the face. For example, the ears, the eyes, the mouth, etc. And in the next code, we'll be reading the image. IMREAD code is used to read the image 12 JPEG, which I'll be showing in the next slide. In the next code, we'll be converting the image into grayscale. We usually convert it to grayscale because it makes image processing a lot easier. In the next code, we'll be detecting the faces in the image. So for example, when we give an input image, if there are faces in the image which shows all the features of a face, then it will be detected as a face by the code. So in this code, face underscore cascade detect multiscale, it will be detecting faces. So the first parameter gray is the image. The second parameter is the scale factor. That is how the image is resized. And then the last one is the minimum number of neighbors. So the minimum number of neighbors will actually affect the quality of how it is detected. The higher the number, the more the quality, but less detection. In the next code, uh, this code is used to draw rectangles around the faces. So the first parameter is the image, the next one is the coordinate from where it starts, and then the width and the height, and then the next one is the color of the box, and the last one is the thickness of the box. And in the last code, we'll be showing the image, the output image, and we have a wait key which will show the image till we press a key to go to the next part. So these are the results that we achieved. If you see in the left, you can see multiple people, but only two people's face is clearly shown. So only the two people's face is taken into account by the code. So we have two boxes over the faces. So this is our group's presentation, and thank you for listening.